Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. So we're back for another episode this week. We're filming on Tuesday, of course, you know that. Um, and we have a special guest. I didn't even introduce myself to you because I don't think we know each other like that. But I'm Danikia Johnson, of course. Um, and of course, I'm doing a podcast. That's all I got for right now. That's all I got right now. It's a lot more, but that's all I got right now. You can introduce yourself to the people.
Okay. Well, my name is Brittany Daniels. I also go by B Daniels, which is pretty much like my social media kind of name. And I have a home-based bakery, and I make custom cakes and treats. I also do a lot of other things as well.
A lot of other things. She listed like everything. And I was like, whoa, okay, you do a lot. Like a lot. Like you wear a lot of hats. So it really surprised me when you sent me that list. I was like, oh, okay. This is interesting. I don't have no questions for all these things, but we're gonna try to tie it in just a little bit. A little taste of everything that she do, because she does a lot. I'm not playing with y'all. But before we get started into the podcast, I want to make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you comment anything that you would like to see from me and my special guests, whatever, any questions that you have for them, leave it in the comments. They'll be glad to comment back, let you know what the answers or whatever. So, like you said, you are a baker, which I see you post on Facebook a lot. Like, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not supposed to be eating sweets, but it looks so good. Like, it looks so good. And I'm trying to stay away from sweets, but I might have to, hook up. Cause
I understand. Everyone says that, but I definitely understand.
that, like, you see this weight. I'm trying to get it off, but I don't know, because they look really good. I promise it looks good.
Thank you.
So first question, how did you get started in the baking business?
So I've been baking pretty much since I was a kid. It's pretty cliche a lot of times when people say or whatever, but I really did start out with like making stuff with like my easy bake oven and helping my grandmother in the kitchen. So that's kind of what helped me to go in that direction. And as I got older, I just got interested in doing more. Back in, I want to say, was 2020. 2020 is when I got into the decorating side of things. Before then, I only just did just like your regular desserts for holidays, get-togethers, things like that. Nothing like custom made or it's just like super decorative. But in 2020, I had some time on my hand and people kept asking, so I was just like, let me go ahead and try it. Gave it a try and just took off from there.
It just flourished from there. I'm telling you that. Y'all just go on her Facebook. Just check the Facebook. Like it be giving. You be trying to eat the picture. I be like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna watch. Let me click off right now because I can't. But I'm glad you did mention that, because that was my next question. Was it a dream of yours that you always had, or was it just something that you just felt like you were good at, and you were just like, it's something to do?
I never really just saw myself doing this. It was kind of like just something that I enjoy doing, but nothing that I ever thought like, hey, let me make a career out of this. Let me make a business out of this. It was just like, okay, this is fun. I love it. I'm just going to do it. But as time just kind of went on and I did, start like my career path somewhere else, I was just like, okay, I don't really enjoy what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even now, I have a 9 to 5. I do it pretty much for the money. That's pretty much what it is for. But baking is something I enjoy. And I enjoy poetry as well, but that is something that I just really, really enjoy. And now it has become a dream to take it even further. Like, I really want to have my own storefront. So that's something that I'm working towards.
Okay. I love that. I love that. I like when people think about more than just the oh, I want to keep it to where it's at. I like people that expand and like to, oh, well, I want to do this and this and this and this. It's always nice to expand, guys. Like always.
Yeah, and I always have I have some, repeated regular customers that they push my limits. So they're always asking me like, hey, can you try this? Can you try? I saw this on TikTok. You think you could try this? You think you can do this? And I'm just like, I don't know, but I'll give it a shot. And I mean, it usually turns out okay. So I'm just like, keep it coming.
It's always for the TikTok. It's always for the TikTok. Like, you won't see everything on TikTok. Be like, oh, I want to try it. Get somebody else to do it because I can't do it. Yeah, I can see that. I can really see that. Okay, so why did you actually pursue baking? Was it just the longevity of it, or was it just, I love it, so let's keep going?
More of the I love it, just keep going. Not really so much in longevity, because there was a time period where I did not really do it. And that was probably like from like 2012 to about 2016 or so. I kind of just was focused on my career at the time. And it was just like, okay, let me start back to kind of pass time. And baking for me is really a stress reliever. So like I used to use Sundays as like my practice day.
Okay.
Where I would try out recipes I want to try out, or try out a new decorating technique or something like that. So it became a stress reliever for me. So I was just like, yeah, let me go ahead and get back into this.
Okay. I like that. So, it was a pastime at first.
Yes.
And then it became a passion.
Yes.
Okay. I love that. Okay. So give me an example of one or more of your favorite baked goods that you are making, and which that you don't really like making, but you will do it for your customers.
My favorite is usually just like the stuff that you just have for like dessert, like after dinner, like peach cobbler or pecan pie, sweet potato pie. Those are my favorites.
Okay.
One thing, it's a fan favorite, so that's why I keep doing it. But I'll be like, oh, I'm tired of the smell. Strawberry crunch cakes, cupcakes. But that's like my number one seller.
Really?
Yes, it is. And I really get tired of smelling strawberries. But hey, it keeps a bit, the money coming in. I would do it. People love it. And I also don't like cake pops. They take so long to kind of get to where you want them to be. You have so many steps in the process.
Okay, so how do you make cake pops? Because I thought it was really simple.
So you got to bake your cake first.
Mm-hmm.
You got to bake your cake. And then you have to, so people do two different type of styles. I go with the second one. The first one, people will crumble up their cake, add in a little bit of frosting to it.
I think I've seen that way.
Yeah, I don't do that. So what I do is, as soon as my cake is pretty much, it comes out and it's still warm, I crumble it up then.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when you add the frosting in there and you get ready to dip it, after a while, that frosting is going to kind of come through your candy and start to break it down. So that's why I don't really do that way.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but you have to crumble it up, roll it. You got to get into like a dough form. So it takes a little while to roll it and get into that dough form. Of course, you can use the little makers. I'm not huge on using certain equipment because I feel like it take away from some stuff. But you got to do that. Then you got to make sure you have your sticks in right. You got to dip your sticks to put that in. Then you got to let it chill for about a couple hours in the fridge.
That is a long process.
Then you got to dip it, decorate, and all that. Yeah, so it takes a little minute to do that.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that it was so many steps in that just because they're so small. You like, oh, it looked like it's simple. Yeah, it seems so simple. And then you like, now I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh. I thought about trying it, but I don't think I'm going to because that's just a lot. Like,
but if you do, just get the little maker. I'll say get the maker.
No, I'll just... You can make it for me. I'll pay somebody to do it because I'm not. I ain't even a real baker. I can't. I do box cakes if I do a cake, but other than that, no, you ain't gonna catch me baking Cooking?
If you can do box, you can do homemade. You can do from scratch if you can do box. It's really not too many more steps.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe one day I'll try. I'll try it maybe one day. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to pray about it because I don't know if that's what I want to do. But we're going to see one day. Maybe. It may just be one of those good days where I just like, let me just try it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So your favorite recipe. What would you say your favorite recipe is?
My favorite would be peach cobbler.
I don't like peach cobbler.
Really?
I
Why?
can't.
What do you not like about it?
I can't get down with the warm peaches, first of all.
Okay.
I can't get down with that. And it's just I think it's the consistency, honestly. Because I don't do a lot of desserts, actually. I don't do like cheesecake. I don't do cheesecake. Like I don't know. It's just the consistency for me. I can't. It's the Jello, and I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I tasted it once, like the little jelly part in the, I guess it's the peach juice that when you cook it, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, once it sits for a while, it does kind of come together.
I don't like it. I can't.
I got you. It's certain stuff I don't like either.
I can't. That's one I just can't like that, and like apple pies. It gives the same like effect for me.
Much the same, yeah.
Yeah.
They prepare it the same way most of the time.
No, I just like the outside, like the crust part.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
That's the only part I can eat off of it. Other than that, you can keep the rest of it. I don't
like when people make it heavy with cinnamon.
Yeah, I'm not a strong cinnamon person either.
I don't like that.
Me neither. So they put cinnamon in everything.
Yeah, like I do it because people like it, but my own preference, no.
So what would you say that you put in your peach cobbler if you don't have no secrets?
I don't have that. Peach cobbler is really simple. Like I tell people all the time, I be like, y'all can really make this yourself, but you leave pretty much just kind of the cinnamon out. Leave the cinnamon out, and just use white sugar. Don't use brown sugar.
Ooh, I've never heard of that. Everybody I know, they like use brown sugar.
Use white sugar. It's the best.
Well, y'all heard it here first. Y'all use some white sugar instead of brown sugar. It's gonna change your life. That's what she said. Okay, so have you done any collaborations in your industry yet?
The only collaborations really is like if I meet people that they do like party planning or something. That's pretty much it. I have certain people that I have made connections with that like if they get booked for decorating a party or something, then they pretty much kind of like, they call you to do the cake and treats.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I have met someone, two people actually will have some things coming where one of my friends, she's a baker as well, and we're going to host a class together, a decorating class. We just got to get everything together. And then another young lady that I met, she's like, her stuff looks really good too. She makes a lot of treats, strawberries, candied fruit and everything. Her name is Brianna Bryant. And we're going to get together to do a strawberry class to kind of do a little intro to dipping and decorating strawberries and things.
Okay. Well, y'all better tune in to the class. I'm going to teach you something about baking. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds super fun. Y'all going to do it on Zoom or y'all going to do it we're going to
actually do it in person.
Okay.
We're going to do it in person. Just got to finish getting everything in order. Like I've done a couple of one-on-one decorating classes myself. And it has went really well. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, we need to take this to another level.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun too. I like finding things, it's like you don't want to always do the same thing all the time.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's cool to go out. I mean, it's cool to travel. I do all that, it's cool. But sometimes you just like, okay, it's a Friday night. What can I do in my city?
Exactly. That's cool. I'll be trying to find stuff to do for sure. Like, I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to go to the lounge. I just want to be not in my house.
Right.
But I want to be in somebody else's house. Like maybe like watching a movie or just chilling or, I love that vibe. I'm not an outside in the club type of person. So that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I love that. So, okay, you said you haven't really collabed with anybody. Is there somebody that you really want to collab with? Like,
I can't really think of anybody that I just really want to collaborate with. I mean, there are some people that inspire me.
Okay, so who inspires you?
I follow this girl on Instagram, and her business called Cake by Petite. She makes luxury buttercream cakes, and a lot of people are into fondant. I should just name that as one thing I don't like. I do not like fondant. I'll decorate in fondant or whatever, but I hate it honestly. And I love just doing buttercream cakes. And I never thought that just doing buttercream alone could take you so far until came across this girl page. And she is amazing. Her work is amazing. Her business is amazing. She just opened up her storefront in McDonough or Stockbridge, I think. But she makes like cakes for celebrities and stuff. And it's totally all buttercream. And I'm just like, okay, she do that. I know I can do it.
Wow. Girl, you better go and get you some.
Right.
Buttercream? Just buttercream?
Just buttercream frosting. Just regular old frosting.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, well, she got to be putting something extra in there, cause buttercream? Come on now. Okay, I guess. Okay, so what's the pros of having your own baking business? What do you think some of the pros are?
I think some of the pros for me is, of course, being able to taste certain things. Like when you try it out, like I probably wouldn't eat this on a regular, but because I got to make it, I'm like, oh, let me taste this. Another pro would be learning certain techniques and styles a little bit quicker than other people because you're kind of already versed in it. So you're just kind of building onto it.
Okay.
And also meeting and connecting with so many different people. Like I meet people that I know I wouldn't meet on the regular. For one, I work from home now, so I don't really get to interact with people as much as I like, especially during the daytime. But like I have made cakes and treats for several different local businesses here in Macon, and that just expands even more to more people that they actually get to try it or whatever. So it's amazing, and I have built connections with people that like, especially people with kids. I have a couple people I have made their kids' birthday cakes for like the past 5 years. And every year it's just like, hey, we need you for this. We do it. And I love it. I love it. And the kids, I have connections with them too. Some of them place their own orders.
What?
Yes. They have like TikTok accounts and stuff. And they'll message me and they'll place their own order.
Not you placing your own order now. Like, come on now. Like, how old are you?
Yeah, it'd be like 9, 10. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, I got you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I love a good connection. Like, once you get in business, that's all that you can rely on is connections with people. So, like, the fact that you can build connections through your hands or your craft is very, very nice. Okay, so what would you say? Now we went over the pros. What would you say some of the cons would be?
So just from my business, how I operate, I'm still steadily learning things and finding new ways to try to manage things better. I'll put it that way. So one of the cons would be like I don't have a website. So most of my inquiries come from either phone call, text messages, messages on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And sometimes, especially on the weekends, it's really hard to get back to people in a time frame that they want. Because the weekends are those are my biggest production days. So most of the time, I'm steadily using my hands to bake and stuff. So I'm not on the phone. So that would be because people get a little impatient. They think you'd be ignoring them. And I'm just like, I promise I'm not ignoring you. Like, I can't get to the phone right now.
Exactly.
I would say another thing would be me trying to be more understanding of people, because sometimes I don't think people really think out certain things that they say before they say them.
I know they don't.
Yeah, and people, we got this thing that, a lot of people will be like, oh, the customer is always right. Sometimes the customer is wrong. And sometimes they're really disrespectful.
Very.
So I would say that's because sometimes I just be like, I really don't even want to deal with this.
Yeah.
But then I have to think back to my pros.
Yeah, but it's some people that's just not for you.
Oh no, yeah. All money ain't good money. I tell people that all the time. All money ain't good money, and I don't take everybody's order. Like if I feel like it's gonna be an issue, the way you kind of introduce yourself, then no, I recommend somebody else.
Yeah, get somebody else to do it because some people do, and I feel like maybe I won't say I'll come off as rude, but just impatient. I have had that where I'm just like, okay, I'm just waiting on a response, and it'd be like, oh, they're active on Facebook, but you didn't respond back to me.
Right.
So I'm just like, do I want to deal with you? From like a customer's perspective, do I want to deal with you? Because it's like you're active, but you don't want to.
Yeah. And my mindset was like that before I started getting the amount of inquiries that I get on like Facebook and stuff, because I noticed too, like I never noticed it before, that you remain showing active for a while when you're not active.
Exactly.
So people may think that like, hey, I know she saw my message because she was just online, like literally when I sent this message, and you may not have been.
Yeah. I did realize that a while back. I'm like, some people just don't see it. Some people blatantly see it and just don't respond.
And I'm not gonna. Another thing too that I'm kind of bad about is if I'm moving and doing stuff, I may open your message and I may not reply right then. So you're thinking that I'm not gonna reply because I didn't reply, and you see that I opened it and you see that I seen it. Yeah. But I'm gonna get back to you. Yeah. It's just that I got a little off track.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody get a little off track. Yeah. You get the scrolling and doing all this. It gets overwhelming sometimes. Trust me, I understand. So I get it. I promise I get it. But right now we're going to sit and we're going to, tell us a little bit about you, not just your, baking business, but whatever else that you have going on. Just tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
Okay. I'm trying to see where I'm going to start.
Because I tell you, she got a lot. I wouldn't know where to start either. So,
I already gave y'all my name, but I was born and raised here in Macon. I moved away when I was like a teenager. So I didn't graduate from high school here and then go to college, anywhere around here or whatever. But I came back in my probably like mid 20s, almost 25. I think it was like 24, 25 when I came back to Macon. And I'm involved in a lot of different things. I'm a part of the Macon Bib NAACP chapter here. I got involved in that because of one of my great aunts. She's been a part of it since the civil rights movement. Like she's like really big in it, and she just really wanted us to be a part of it, like my generation. I was just like, you know what? She asked every family function. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And so I became the secretary for a couple years. Now I'm assistant, just because I had to kind of step away because of other things I have going on. I'm also a part of a women empowerment group. It's called Curvy Alliance, to promote body positivity. I mean, I know we get a lot of that now, but when I first joined, we didn't. It was more of, everybody wanted that Coca-Cola bottle shape, on Instagram, the big butt, flat stomach, big chest, that kind of thing. But we have to, I think people forget that, you're born with a certain body sometimes in a certain shape and you can't help it. Yeah. I mean, there are certain things we can't help, as far as like our weight and everything, which that's like a constant thing I deal with. But you can't help how you kind of shape sometimes. And everybody should still be able to embrace that and feel beautiful no matter what, because you are.
Right.
You are. And that we do like some modeling and stuff. So I do like some plus size modeling. I have participated in some fashion shows and stuff here in Macon. That's been really fun. I got to participate in Vibes Fest last year.
Okay.
With Fabu Plus Boutique. That was really, this is actually one of the dresses I wore in that, ironically, but that was really fun. And yeah, and I'm a member of a studio in Atlanta called Cushions, and I learned a lot. So many things you can do, just like with just moving your lips a certain type of way, or pronouncing certain things in your head. Your face is automatically going to reflect it, stuff like that. So that's really cool. I also have my own podcast as well.
I heard
It's called Have Tea with B, and I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that, Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well. And it's really primarily it's like a it's like a live diary for me, in a sense, to talk about stuff that I want to talk about and stuff that other people may want to talk about, but they're kind of scared to.
Mm-hmm.
I just started though, like a couple months back, so we're still kind of in the beginning stages, but it's filled with stuff about getting your mental health together. I am 33. I'll be 34 on the 30th. So there's a lot of people in my generation. They need to get it together. Like, you can't hold on to your traumas and things as a crutch. You have to grow from it. And I know people will be like, it's certain words that people just feel like are overused, but they really do matter. Like, accountability matters. It matters. Trauma matters. Like, and you need to find a way to deal with it in a healthy manner. So that's kind of what my podcast is centered around. I actually have a live audience recording this Saturday coming up. And we're going to talk about religion and spirituality. And how, because being African American, you kind of know like religion has like a big play on the Black household and how the Black household operates.
Right.
And there are some things that we could do better in the religious community, in spirituality realm within our community. It's so many things we could do better. And I find that a lot of people with different faith backgrounds, they don't want to work together. Even though you say you got the same common goal, they rather not work with somebody else just because they don't believe what they believe. And I think that is crazy.
Yeah.
It hurts our youth more than anything. So that's pretty much what we're going to talk about there.
Okay. Yeah. That is so
poetry
exciting.
as well.
Oh, yeah, she did mention poetry.
I do poetry. I actually have a poetry event that's going to be coming up next month that I'm planning out. Just got to finish putting the icing on the cake for that. But yeah, I do a lot of different little things and try to be as involved as I can with volunteering and stuff also.
I told y'all, many hats. Like, I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued. I want to know how you do it.
I kind of have the time because I don't have any kids right now.
That too.
Yeah, I'm not married, so I kind of have the time right now. But sometimes it does get heavy. It gets heavy sometimes, and I used to be that person that like just kind of like I would break my neck to be, at something because I said I was gonna be there. But now, I just be like, if I'm tired, I'm tired. I can't make it. I'll show up in other ways, but I can't physically be there. So, yeah.
Trust me, I understand that. That'd be me. I ain't got no kids. I'm not married, but it's a lot of things that you got going on and still working.
Yes.
It's like it's a toll.
Yeah, people try to put us down like, oh, you don't have that much to do because you don't have kids or a husband. I'm just like, my life is still busy. I still have so much to do. I commend people that do have kids and a husband and they do all that other stuff on top too. But hey, that's just me. We're at hard and you're at 10 times harder. So either way, we're still struggling.
Yep. Because they'll be quick to say, well, you don't have nothing going on. You can pick up the phone. Because you have kids don't mean that I don't have things going on.
Right.
I can't be at the phone 24/7, or I can't be available for you 24/7, even though I used to,
Yes.
or I could have, but it's a lot more. And then the fact that you're getting older.
Yes.
You don't have the energy that you used to have. I used to have a whole bunch of energy. Now, I haven't made it to 30 yet. I'm almost there. But I don't have the energy.
I thought people were lying when they say that, you know, you really start to feel certain stuff when you get in your 30s, but you really do. Like, it's like now, like I said, my birthday's on the 30th. So everybody all my friends and stuff, they kind of expect, you know, all these celebrations throughout the month. And I'm okay with it here and there. But I can't do 2 days in a row like that. Like, if we're going to be doing 2 days in a row, like, one day has to be, like, really lax, like a spa or something like that. I can't go to the club 2 days in a row.
That's how I be. That's how I be. I feel like I cannot do this. I can't physically do it. I'll be tired. I'll be asleep in the club. Like, come on now. I can't do it. So I understand. I'm not 30 yet, but I'm very close. And I can't do it now. So imagine when I get in 30, I just, I feel bad for the people. They gonna be like,
They gonna be like, you need to take a nap before you're ready to go.
And even then, I'm gonna be asleep by 2:00. You got me from 9 to 1. Even before then, I
feel you on that.
And that's now. That's now. So I imagine when. Ooh, it's gonna be bad, but it's okay. It's okay. I want to get my energy back. I want to get some more. I need to find some things that I can do to get my energy back, because it's bad.
Yeah, I feel like mine has kind of gotten worse because I work from home. I've gotten so used to just this lax environment, and I'm just like, okay, I need to. So what I started to do a couple weeks ago, is I'm gonna put myself back on a schedule, like a set schedule, and I'm gonna actually get like dressed in like clothes, not just PJs or whatever. Because I mean, people joke about it all the time, but on them Zoom calls and stuff, most of the time, like, you may have on a nice shirt, but you got on some booty shorts or something underneath.
For sure.
I mean, ain't nobody gonna know. But
For sure.
But now I'm just like, okay, let me get back into the rhythm of getting up and getting myself like all the way together and stuff like that. It's been making me feel a little bit better, but I'm really glad that the sun is going to be out more. I think that's really going to help more too.
Yep, I agree. Because you can stay in the bed all day for sure.
Yes.
But like I said, I think it was the last podcast I was saying how we can. No, it was podcast before then. How when you get dressed, you feel better. Like when you start putting on clothes and you start feeling better. You start feeling like you have a little bit of energy, and that's what I've been trying to do. Like when I work through the week, so weekends I have off. So now I try to get up and do something, find something to do rather than laying in the bed.
Yes,
because it gets bad. It gets bad. I can sleep all day. I don't like that. I don't like that because it makes me feel like I'm lazy, even though it's really just I'm tired.
You really probably need it.
Exactly, but it just because everybody can just keep going. But I feel like that's something I've been doing all my life.
Yeah,
like literally, I've been doing that for a lot of my life.
And I think that's another thing too that was kind of like it was kind of just put into us. Like you gotta keep going. You gotta work hard. Like. One of my friends have this saying that sleep is for rich people. And I'm just like, girl, I ain't rich yet, but I need sleep. Like, I am tired. And there are so many people I know, they really they work themselves so hard. They're not getting proper amounts of sleep. So you're not able to function in other areas as well because you're really tired.
Exactly. Or the sleep when you dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep now. Like, I'm gonna take me a nap if I feel like it. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep now.
Exactly. If I need a nap, you trust and believe that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
I bump the rest of all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a nap. Like, if I need a nap, we gonna take a nap. Just cause like yesterday I crashed. I literally crashed. I went home. What did I do? Either way, I went home, took a shower, did my skincare a little bit. And I wasn't supposed to go to sleep, but I was asleep. Like I was asleep, and she come. What are you doing? Ain't you supposed to be over here? Sorry, we could let's do tomorrow because today is just not the day. You called me at 9:00. I was already in the bed. I think that shower is what took me over the edge.
When you take a good shower, ooh,
that shower was good. It was good. It was really good. I promise it was. Okay, so let's get back on track because I can rant about this all day. I promise I can. But what is some advice that you would give to someone that's entering your industry?
Be patient. And not just with other people, but with yourself. You're steadily gonna learn new things because the world just keeps evolving. Parties, the level of what parties are on are gonna keep evolving. So be patient with yourself. When I first started out, I really kind of focused on, as far as like decorating, it was just like cupcakes. I only decorated cupcakes. I was scared to decorate a cake. Because I was just like, what if I f this cake up? Okay. So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to stay away from that. But I was like, okay, let me just take my time. And I started taking my time. And you really see what is really in you when you take your time. So just be patient with yourself and be patient with other people as well.
Oh, wow. I love that advice. Because one thing that we don't focus on is patience, because we always want to rush it. We always want to be where somebody else is because we're comparing ourselves.
Yes.
We see that person in our industry and we're like, well, they've had the same amount of time. Why am I not where they are? Or what, that type of thing. And we don't see that we're growing, just not at the rapid speed of someone else.
Yes.
But we're growing. You just don't see the growth because you want to be somewhere else. So being patient helps that in a way that you will understand, I'm here for now. I won't forever be here, but I'm here for now for a reason.
Right.
So I understand that because I'm trying to be more patient myself. So I get that.
Yeah.
And not just that industry, but any industry.
Yes.
Wherever you're trying to grow, even if it's not an industry, it's your life, or you gotta have patience because not a lot of the stuff is gonna come when you want it to come.
It's not. It's really not.
Like you want it to come fast, but there's plans for other things, or it may be a detour. You never know. So patience is great advice. I love that advice. I think you kind of touched on this, but you wear many hats, as you did mention to the people. How do you maintain that focus when you're in certain things? Like when you're baking, how do you maintain just baking? When you're podcast, when are you just maintaining, and so on? How do you do that?
I try to just basically keep a schedule of things. Make sure I note what I'm doing on this certain day, what I got to do on this day. If I need to block out a certain amount of time, I do that. And just try not to overbook myself is really the best way to do it. Like my weekends pretty much are dedicated to baking most of the time. So if I know that I have something else that I need to do, like this weekend, my podcast recording, I'm like, okay, so I got to limit what I do for Sunday because this is on Saturday. That means that I'm going to probably be out a little late and I'm not going to be able to, put in time to having a whole bunch of stuff ready for Sunday. So that's pretty much what I kind of do, and just try to make sure that I try to get some rest more. I really struggled with that last year. I had a big medical scare last May from dehydration and other things, and I was just like, yeah, I can't be doing this. I got to get myself together because either way, this stuff is gonna be here if I'm gone. So I need to just plan better.
Yeah, that's for sure. I understand that. I don't think I have anything else, honestly. I think that was all my questions. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to say? Any more advice you would like to give?
Yeah. Well, as far as advice too, don't give up just because you feel like the people that you really know, like your family and friends, are unsupportive. Don't give up because of that. Um, you look for those people to be like your biggest fans, but honestly, strangers that you meet will be your biggest fan sometimes more than your sister, more than your mother, more than this friend that you've had for so long. And you just gotta be, like I said, be patient and give yourself grace as well when you make mistakes. That's another. I am really hard on myself when I make a mistake.
Mm.
So I'm one time, this was like before I really started getting into doing like tiered cakes and things. And one time I made this cake, y'all, it was not supported. So like when it was not supported the best way it should have been, I put it that way. And also I didn't really give the greatest care instructions. So the person kind of did whatever they wanted to do or whatever, it kind of contributed to it. But anyways, my structure was not the best, and the cake did not look how it looked when it left my house. Like it looked perfect, and when it got to its destination, it didn't look good for the party. And it was it's a party, so people are gonna see this, and it was for a kid, and I have a soft spot for kids, so I was just like, I felt so bad when they contacted me about it, and I mean, I felt bad about probably for days. And I was just like, okay, you're still learning. You got to give yourself grace. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we make some real big mistakes. Sometimes we do, but at the end of the day, you still got to give yourself grace, and you just use it as a learning experience.
Okay, learning experience. I hope y'all took notes because this was definitely a learning experience for me. Well, now I know how to make cake pops too. So there's that. I'm gonna make some cake pops.
You should, for real.
Probably not, but maybe we'll try it. I don't know. Maybe on the YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all tune in if it happens. If it don't question me. But you can tell them where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, on Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook, for one, it's just B Daniels, BEE. And also my baking business actually called Bake by B. And you'll recognize it. Have a little bee in the picture as well as a little character with a little hat on and an apron and a stove. So it's really eye-catching and noticeable. Instagram is Baked by B as well. And you all can follow me. As you mentioned, I post stuff all the time. Some are just like my fan favorites or things that I'm trying out. And if you want to be like a potential customer, this is what I advise people all the time, because they be like, why didn't you tell me you were making this? I can't do that. I cannot tell you. You know how many people tell me that? 100 other people. I don't, as I mentioned, I don't have a website, which is something I got to work on so I can get people to subscribe to it and things like that for newsletters and stuff. But right now, that's not the case. And I'm not going to go through and message 100 people and be like, hey, I'm going to have this tomorrow. No, what you do is, just like we do it with celebrities, hit the follow button and stuff will pop up for you.
Well, you heard it here first. And on that note, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube, because
yes.
I'm talking to you, because y'all be playing. Y'all watch a video for like 2 minutes and then just skip off.
Right.
This is needed information. This is why I'm doing it, because y'all need this information. There's somebody's kid out that want to become a baker, and here we are. We got someone telling you the information that you need to know, things that you need to do, the protocols you need to take, and it's for free. Come on now, we're doing it for free.
Yeah.
Why not like, comment, and subscribe? Come on now.
It takes no time. That's my thing. I'm the type of person, even like I said, we don't really know each other. But when you reached out to me, and not even when you reach, I've seen your posts. If I see somebody doing something that is positive and good, I'm gonna go ahead and like it anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe, because And sometimes people think they be holding you back, you know, when
By
they
not
don't do that.
exactly.
But it's somebody else gonna do it.
Exactly.
But we should want to do that for people. I want to see everybody make it, honestly. I want to make it, but I want to see everybody else make it as well. And that would be a really awesome thing if you be like, I remember when she first started out, and I supported her.
Exactly.
It's a good feeling to see somebody excel and grow.
And it's even more exciting when the person that, like, I go and check my comments, I check my like I check all these things, and I make sure I comment back to these people, even though it may be I got a lot going on, but it may not be the same day or the same minute that you comment. But I'm sure I'm gonna get back to you because I love the people that support me. And even though it's a handful right now, I'm appreciative of those handful of people that's supporting me because they the only one that's getting my stuff out there. When you like, you comment, and you subscribe, that's how somebody else knows about me.
Yes, I don't think people really think about what it generates until it's on that scale of a celebrity. The more you comment on something like on Facebook and stuff, the more it's gonna pop up for other people, even people that you're not even friends with. You know? And I'm gonna comment as many times as needed to try to push you more and more. I'll share your stuff. People sharing takes no time. Just hit the share button.
Exactly.
You know, if you really believe in somebody and you know that they're doing an awesome job, why not share their stuff?
Exactly. It's the simplest things that people don't really gather until they're in that spot and they're trying to do it. It's like, oh, well, you not supporting me. When did you support me?
Right, and that kind of ties into that whole mean girl thing too.
Exactly. Like I just posted this yesterday or 2 minutes ago, but now that you posted something, you want me to like it and subscribe, and you scroll right past mine.
Right. Come
on now.
Give the same energy. Give the same energy.
Like, it's very simple. I don't share everybody's stuff, but when I do see it, and I try to support as much people as I can, because I would want people to do the same for me, especially when you see me out here doing a whole bunch of stuff. And it's anyway. I'm not gonna go on that rant because I could go.
That could be a whole nother thing.
If y'all want that rant, please let me know, because we gonna do that. We gonna about the things that y'all don't do, because simple as this. Anyway, all right. So I appreciate y'all liking, commenting, and subscribing, because I know you did. And you don't have anything else to say?
No, I don't have anything else. I just really want to thank you for extending the invite to let me come on. I really appreciate
you accepting the invite, because not everybody did. But I tried to push as many people that I saw on my social media actually doing stuff, being active. So those are the people that I did reach out to. So if I reached out to you, you better hit me back. But yeah, I appreciate you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
That's another thing that's kind of hard with doing it, that I've learned with doing a podcast, is some people are just not willing to be your guest. Yeah. Like this religion, spirituality thing that I'm doing. I've learned a lot about certain people, and I'm just like, okay.
Oh, trust me. The people closest to you is the ones that's the worst. And that's one thing what drove me to go ahead and start this, is because the people that was closest to me, is closest to me, quote unquote, they're the ones that's not even active in not one thing. Not a comment, not a share, not a pushing it on YouTube, and
this is really personal for me, but my sister, I have a sister, I have other siblings as well, but this is like, we share the same mother and father type thing or whatever. My sister's my biggest fan, and I'm her biggest fan. Anything that she do, I'm supporting it. She supports me. Anything that I do, I don't care if I got 3 things to do in a day, she gonna make it. And she might miss one thing, but I don't have very supportive parents, especially my mom. She doesn't get what I'm doing. And that's something that I just kind of had to deal with recently, and I'm still like, okay, I just gotta move on basically from it. But and that's why I was saying, you know, like the whole thing of it's really, like you said, it's really important people that you think are really close to you that should promote for you even more, market your things even more, and they don't.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not even gonna go on the rant again because I felt myself going again. But we're gonna end here. Like I said, I do appreciate you being on. Half of them not even gonna make it to the end of this video to even hear the rant.
I think about that sometimes too. Yeah.
Yeah, half of them not even gonna make it.
Sometimes the end of the video have some of the juiciest information.
Well, all right. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. We gonna see y'all in the next one. Y'all stay tuned for the next guest. I gotta remember who it is. I can't remember at this moment, but you know who you are. He'll be on the next guest. It's a he. I do remember that. So, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.